All right, so I've been thinking about winter camping, and I am a hammock camper, and I've got a really great war bonnet outdoors setup. But one of the problems with hammock camping, or one of the limitations in general, is you need an under quilt. Otherwise, the convection under your hammock is going to make you cold, even when it's not too cold outside, but especially when it's winter. So you need an under quilt, and then you either need a sleeping bag or a top quilt. I have a top quilt. I have a top quilt and an under quilt as part of my whole setup. The problem is that they're super light, but they're really bulky. And I was just kind of noodling on ways to pack the day pack for a winter overnight, just to see if I could do it. I wanted to be able to somehow take my my underquilt and my top quilt and put it in my setup without putting them into teeny little stuffed sacks, which takes forever and sometimes it's just not possible. And so I thought, okay, is there a way to fasten them to the pack? And I was literally thinking to myself, maybe I'll make myself a canvas, like a bedroll, that I can stuff them in. But then it occurred to me, I have a perfectly good canvas bedroll right here, which is my Wanderer Duffle. With just the duffel and the underquilt and top quilt in here, it's only 5 pounds, so it doesn't add much to the pack. Let me show you how I've got it. So these are just attached using bedroll straps and the tabs on the bottom of all my packs, so just strapped on there. And this is just the Wanderer Duffle, so this is the version that's just canvas, no leather, and no lining. But inside it, I was able to stuff a giant fluffy underquilt. See how huge that is. Super light, but giant. And one of my very favorite pieces of gear, my war bonnet. Outdoors top quilt, the warmest thing in the universe. But look at these two giant things that are really a necessity in winter camping that I was able to get into here. And of course, when you're not using it for your hammock camping stuff, it's also a great duffel. Just real quick, what else I've got in here? So I've got my Flying Fox on the side. This is actually not even completely full, but I've got a DD Tarps Magic Carpet. This is a great little, it's just I think like a meter by meter little tarp just to put on the ground. I've got my Nalgene on this side. I've got my giant DD Tarp. 3 meter by 3 meter. I put this in here because this is taking the place of a big food bag. So let's pretend this is a food bag. It's taking up lots of room. For just an overnight, that's way more than you'd need. And then I've got my Meandering Maker Possibles pouch with all my cordage and stuff. So then here's the hammock itself. And then I've got a war bonnet tarp. This is the second smallest pack I make, and I was able to get all of this in here and get these giant pieces of gear along with me by using my Meandering Maker Wanderer Duffle. This is super light, so the Wanderer is just canvas. It's got a double layer of canvas on the bottom. All by itself, I mean, weighs half a pound maybe. I know it's not ultra light, but you're using canvas gear, right? These guys fit in here just great. And then it straps to the bag, just awesome. So I was kind of stoked about that idea. You know, I see people strap giant skins and other things under their packs, so it's not hard to get this under here. And it's also because it's got all the fluffy stuff, it's really comfortable in my back. They're all just in this little rucksack. I bet you want to see me put these back in here. Beautiful. You can bring the shoulder strap if you want or not. And then you've got a pocket on the side. You get a zipper pocket on that side. So, kind of a no-brainer. There you go. Thanks, guys. See you next time.